I'm just better than you.
All right.
It has been a long day, so if you are going to reprimand me for acting recklessly, do it quickly.
On the contrary, I've come here to congratulate you. We needed that win. We needed it desperately, and you delivered it to us. I want you to know, no matter what happens, you should feel proud of yourself for what you did today. You put my sister in her place and saved an Avenger while you were at it. You deserve all the kudos you can get.
I am just relieved that we were able to uncorrupt Banner and bring him back safely to the Abbey.
It's a wonder he's even alive after an ordeal like that. It must have been quite an encounter you had with Lilith. I can see it in your collar. It seems to be on its last legs.
Yes, it has been cracked, beaten, and nearly broken, and yet I stand uncorrupted. Perhaps I do not need it anymore. Perhaps I can resist her on my own.
Let's hope that theory never gets tested. The collar you wear around your neck is irreplaceable. This is it. There are no replacements. It took all my ancestral powers to create it for you. Every last drop. There is nothing left. So in case you were ever wondering why I'm not Super Sarah, now you know. I gave up all my powers to protect you.
Sarah, I did not know. Your sacrifice. I do not have words to express how much it means to me. You are indeed Super Sarah.
You can repay me by doing everything in your power to prevent it from breaking completely.
You have my word. Even if I have to use chewing gum and a paper clip, this collar will hold.
Not sure if that's making me feel any better, but I appreciate the sentiment. I should consult with Agatha in the library, see if there's anything else we should prepare for as the prophecy approaches. I suggest you check in on Banner. I believe he's in the forge. I have no doubt he'd want to meet the warrior who saved him. Oh, and Hunter, good job today.
Hey, Hunter. Are you looking for Blade? He's, busy.
It just now struck me how relieved I am that Bruce is back here with us. I guess I didn't realize how some part of me must have given him up for lost.
Are you going to be okay?
Me? I'm feeling better than I have in days. Listen, we've all faced our share of defeats and setbacks lately. And trust me, I know we've got a long way to go before we can call it a night. But right now, I want to let you know how proud I am to be serving alongside you and watching your leadership.
That feeling goes both ways, Cap. Your moral character is unparalleled, which is essential in times like this.
Ah, hey. You're gonna make me blush redder than the stripes on my uniform.
It appears that when you feel your feelings, they run quite deep.
I could go on, but I probably shouldn't. There's still so much to do.
And not enough hands to do it.
At least we gained a couple more. Hands, that is. 4 more if you count Bruce and the Hulk as separate people.
Ah, hey Hunter. Are you just gonna stand around looking all sullen and demony? Or are you gonna have a drink with me? Come on, let's toast.
Did you not just have one?
Yeah, but not with you.
What should we toast to then?
I don't know. There's so much to be happy about right now. You pick.
How about to you and your victory over my mother today?
That was pretty great, wasn't it? Knocking her skinny demon ass right through those temple doors was a peak life experience for me. Who's biggest, baddest witch of the land now, Lilith?
Oh my god, Nico, what are you doing?
Having celebratory drinks with coworkers.
Where is Nico and what have you done with her?
She was too emo and gothy, so I traded her in for a happier, peppier model. Like one of those anarchist cheerleaders.
A cheerleader? Things are worse than I thought.
Oh, calm down. I'm not cheering for a high school football team. I'm cheering for you and Wanda. You two knocked Lilith on her ass and managed to jailbreak Banner's brain and bring him back. You both freaking killed it today. Told you everything would get better once Wanda was back.
Wanda would not be here if you had not broken all the rules to break Lilith's corruption over her.
I can't take all the credit. You're the one who said the incantation and absorbed the damage.
But there would have been no incantation without you. You dared to dabble in forbidden magic to bring back your friend. You should be commended.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that.
I still never thought I would live to see the day.
It's just... we're actually starting to feel like a real family. Maybe a somewhat dysfunctional family with a ton of issues to work through, but still a family.
Does that mean we are going to all murder each other now?
Oh man, that is what family means to both of us, doesn't it? Getting stabbed in the back, or in my case, right through it.
Well, here's to this family not murdering each other.
Ha! Here's to being cycle breakers. Okay, I've given you enough of my attention and praise. Time for me to give it to my girl Wanda. She did good today.
Yes, she did. Good talking to you, Nico.
You too, Hunter. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it.
I keep thinking about Banner's return. He has a long road ahead of him.
Yes, he has returned to normal. Maybe we should celebrate.
Normal. What is normal for people like us? Don't get me wrong. I'm happy those big green fists are on our side. But his path to full recovery will be a long one.
Banner will have to sort through his emotional baggage on his own time. For now, we need his help smashing a world-ending threat.
Yes, the needs of the many outweigh the few. But there are no shortcuts to recovery. I hope Banner does not learn that the hard way.
I heard you took down the Hulk. That must have been quite the experience.
If you're here to be angry with me, now's the time to do it. I've been making excuses to people for years, trying to reconcile the great things I've done with the terrible things the other guy's done. But this time I have no excuses. I was the worst monster, not him.
Well, 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 look who's poking around Santa's workshop. Don't mind us. We just wanted to make sure you were getting cozy at your new haunted home away from home.
I guess this is where the yelling starts.
Nobody wants to play the blame game.
Correct. We are here to welcome you back, Bruce, not to yell at you.
Yeah, and to figure out what we need to do if we're going to face Lilith.
Hopefully Bruce has some first-hand knowledge that could help us.
Wanda,
There's no need for apologies. You're back now. You're home.
That's right, feel the feels later.
Right now, it looks like Bruce could use a little help.
All I have are ideas right now. Lots of ideas. And no clue how to get started.
Uh-oh. Doc, know what this means?
Could this really be?
Oh, you know it. Time to pull an old-fashioned Avengers all-nighter.
I haven't had one of those since we had to brainstorm ways to smash Ultron sentries a few years back.
I remember that. Good times.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
I take it you've talked to Banner.
I have.
How do you think he's readjusting?
I did not know Bruce that well before he fell, but he seems to be reacclimating in his way.
Yes, but is he all right?
In time, I'm sure he will be.
I still can't believe you and Wanda managed to bring him back. As I said before, this is a major win for us. We have the Hulk back on our side. It seems the tables have finally turned on Lilith.
I too am cautiously optimistic.
Emphasis on the caution, I hope. Well, I should probably get back to Agatha. She's been reminding me that it's okay to enjoy the wins when they happen. I suggest you do the same.
Ah, I see you have been reunited with your grimoire.
Actually, it's my diary. I'm not ready to be reading spellbooks again. At least not yet.
Making a new entry?
I am.
About what?
About you, actually.
May I read it?
No way. It's a diary, Hunter. It's private.
But I want to know what you think of me.
You really have to ask? Come on, you're one of my closest friends here. You're the first person since Agatha who believed in me. I mean, really believed in me. So, I'm setting it in ink because I never want to forget how you took a chance on me.
I have no doubt you would have done the same for me if our roles were reversed.
I'd like to think so. Your friendship means more than you know. Although I'm still not sure I deserve it sometimes.
What makes you say that?
Because I'm dangerous.
But you know that is exactly what makes you a formidable sorceress on the battlefield.
Sure, but it also makes me potentially deadly to my friends. I mean, what if I'm conjuring some spell or hexed some hellhound and accidentally hurt you? I couldn't live with myself.
I harbor the same fears.
You do?
Of course. I often worry about mistakenly injuring my allies and friends all the time.
How do you deal? Because I haven't figured it out.
I remember that sometimes accidents happen on the battlefield, and friendly fire is inevitable.
Well, let's hope you don't get caught in my friendly fire. I don't want to be the cause of any more pain for anyone, ever again.
Except for Hydra. It is okay to cause them pain.
Right, they're the exception.
And Shadowhounds, Nest Mothers, lower-level Lilin, and Lilith. Do not forget to hurt them, too.
Okay, I get your point.
I hope so. Because we need you, Wanda. We need you to bring the pain. Just be sure to aim it in the right direction, and we all will be fine.
Thanks, Hunter. You make me feel needed, and sometimes that's your own special brand of magic.
It's green.
And I thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Kathan is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame, for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
Bruce, Lilith's influence is supernatural. You cannot fault yourself for succumbing.
No, I will not be absolved of this. I sought her out, not the other way around.
Did you know what you were seeking?
Well, no. But the result was the same. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I removed the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
That cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
Okay.
You agree?
I rose from the dead. My mother may actually destroy the world, and the sky is the color of your alter ego. Why should this surprise me?
Well, the thinnest of silver linings here is that Lilith doesn't want to destroy the world. Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Bruce, in all the time I have known you, I realize how little I know about you. Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Not at all. My life is an open, irradiated book.
May I ask you about the Hulk?
Of course.
When did you first transform into the Hulk?
Years ago, I worked on a device based on Howard Stark's original gamma accelerator. There was an accident, and I soaked up so much radiation I should have died on the spot. Instead, it unleashed a green-skinned manifestation of rage from within me. When I came to my senses, I realized what I'd become. I knew I couldn't be around people. To lose control like that? It still terrifies me. Yet, when I become angry or subjected to intense pain, Bruce Banner retreats for the duration.
Are you and the Hulk different people, or is he an aspect of your personality?
I've heard contradictory conjecture from hundreds of experts. You see, I'm psychologically fascinating. Everyone has a pet theory. At this point, I think of the Hulk as a different person. Yet I also take full responsibility for his actions. It's why I betrayed him so deeply by working with Lilith. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. In a way, I'm his keeper. He doesn't really understand what happened, but I decided on his behalf, like I always do, and very nearly killed his friends.
Does the Hulk have any thoughts about Lilith?
He finds her... There's some... attraction.
The Hulk has the hots for my mother?
Yes, but he remembers she tried to hurt his friends. That makes him angry. And for the Hulk, anger always wins out.
I had questions about the Avengers.
Go ahead.
What led the Hulk to join the Avengers?
The way Tony tells it, they spent so much time stopping the Hulk from destroying cities, they offered him a job so they could keep tabs on him. But really, they need Bruce Banner. Yes, the Hulk is good to have around when Ultron attacks or Skrulls invade, but my expertise gives the Avengers a crucial edge.
And what is that?
I plan ahead, develop contingencies and worst-case scenarios, solve impossible equations. I'm the only one who thinks it all through. Well, I was.
What do you think of your fellow Avengers?
Before all this, the Hulk and I respect Steve. Strange is fine, but he can aggravate the Hulk. Carol and I don't see eye to eye about where the Avengers should focus our efforts. Still, we're friends outside of work. Plus, she knows how to make Hulk laugh. And Thor, I always appreciate his crass charm. The Hulk likes him because he doesn't need to pull his punches when they're play fighting.
What about Tony?
Ah, Tony. He knows full well the Hulk can reduce him to a fine salsa mist. Yet he constantly pokes and prods. You'd think he was trying to provoke me. But we both respect him for that. He treats us like any other person. He knows what we are, and he's not afraid.
Will the Avengers forgive you for what you did?
Usually I wake up to discover what terrible damage the Hulk has caused. The team always understood and supported me in their way. It's a very different situation. You ask if they will forgive me? I don't know if they should.
But is it possible?
It's possible. But if so, it won't be soon. Nor should it be.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
Hunter, we need to talk in the forge immediately.
And it was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier. Hunter! Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this God Killer can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I suppose we are out of other options.
We are. Unless you have another plane of existence in your back pocket.
All right, then let us find out what this God Killer is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do with the anvil. Please get us started, Hunter.